There were 12 dogs on the Titanic when it started to sink. There were 9 dogs that didn't make it, and 3 that were smuggled onto the lifeboats. This is their story. Only people with first-class tickets were allowed to bring their dogs on board the Titanic. Each dog had to have its own ticket, and were kept in specially built kennels. They were let out for exercise and to see their owners every day. But at night they were boarded in the kennels below deck. That was the situation for all but 4 of the dogs that night, when the Titanic hit the iceberg and was sinking. All dog owners were supposed to comply with these rules. But it seems that 4 of the smaller dogs were allowed to stay with their owners in their cabins. The dogs that died were an Airedale Terrier called Kitty. She was owned by millionaire John Jacob Astor. A Chow Chow, name unknown. It was owned by stockbroker Harry Anderson. 2 other dogs were a King Charles Spaniel and an Airedale Terrier, names unknown. They were owned by another wealthy man, William Carter's children. A French Bulldog called Gaiman de Picombe, whose owner had purchased him in England before the voyage. A Great Dane, name unknown, owned by Miss Anne Elizabeth Isham. She refused to enter the lifeboat without her dog, so she died. A small toy dog called Fro Fro, which was owned by Helen Bishop. The dog also stayed in the cabin, rather than the kennels. It did not survive because her owner Ms. Bishop did not think dogs would be allowed on the lifeboats. The dog died in the cabin. 2 other dogs died that night as well, their breeds are unknown. The 3 dogs that survived were a Pomeranian belonging to Elizabeth Rothschild, another Pomeranian, called Lady, belonging to Lady Margaret Beckstein Hayes, a Pekingese, called Sun Yat-sen, owned by millionaire Henry Sleeper Harper. These were small dogs, and had been living with their owners in the cabins and were smuggled into the lifeboats. For more facts about dogs, click on the subscribe button.